Have you ever considered the idea of farming? Do you one day want to own your own farm? Or do you have money and you want to venture into farming, but you don't know exactly what type of farm that you're supposed to venture in? So that's why we are going to look at in today's video. Today's video, we're looking at top 5 most profitable forms of farming to start in Ghana. Before we get into the video, kindly hit on the button to subscribe, put your notification on to get regular updates when I drop a new video, and please drop a thumbs up onto the video. Without much ado, let's get right into the video. So the first on the list is cocoa farming. Currently, Ghana is the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. This part is quite shaky because now you have other countries like China producing their own cocoa as well, and it's crazy because Chinese are almost taking over like the entire world just by storm. But yeah, currently Ghana is still the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. So you can imagine how profitable cocoa is to get involved in. Previously, during the olden times, the main form of farming that was done in Ghana was cocoa farm. Like if you own a cocoa farm, it means you are rich. You get it, cocoa sky. You're a big man. You can go to cash out. So cocoa farming is very lucrative to get involved in. And why is it lucrative? It's lucrative in the sense that there's market for it, like a ready constant market for it. That even currently they are supposed to get more people involved in it because you have competitors like China also producing cocoa. So yeah, it's like a market or an industry where there are more cocoa farmers needed in the system. So the main buyer of cocoa in Ghana is the government of Ghana. The government of Ghana buys cocoa from every cocoa farmer, exports them for it to be sold on the international market. So if you're a cocoa farmer, whether you do cocoa, there is no need for you to bother your head about who gets to buy your cocoa seeds or the cocoa pods or all of those things. There's a ready market for your cocoa. So that makes cocoa one of like the most profitable forms of farming that you can start here in Ghana. The second on the list will be poultry farming. I found one interesting fact that yes, I thought poultry was one of the most consumed meat in the world, but it so happens to be the second most consumed meat in the world. So yeah, like we all eat chicken in our food that we do, like everything we do, we consume chicken. If we don't even consume chicken, we eat like the eggs. So it makes chicken like poultry farming one of the most profitable too that you can find to get yourself involved in Ghana or in the world at large. Like poultry farming has its own complexities. Has its own challenges and difficulties that comes with it. So getting involved in poultry has its own pros and cons. Like one of the main cons about poultry is that like they are prone to diseases. Once you have like coccidiosis or something attack one of the birds, it can like affect all of them and all your money just go down the drain. But yeah, higher the risk, higher the return. So yeah, it makes poultry farming also one of the most profitable forms of farming that you can start. Possibly I'll delve more into it, look at poultry farming, those who want to venture into it, look at some of the details of the complexities with it, and so for you to also plan ahead to know how best you can start a poultry farm. The third one I would like to talk about in this video will be snail farming. Like snail farming is how do I put it? It's one of the farms that is less expensive to start, easy to start. It produces one of the most returns that you can ever find. So it's easy to start in the sense that it doesn't require you to get a big land for you to start farming as compared to the others I've talked about. For cocoa farming, for instance, you have to get a good land with a good soil that can produce good results for the cocoa. For poultry farming to want to commercialize on a large scale, you have to get like a land that you're supposed to start the poultry farm on because they are birds, they make noise, they come with a little bit of scent and all of those things. So yeah, also get their own space to grow them. But with snail farming, snail can be done at your backyard, indoors, your kitchen somewhere. You have a small cage for them or small your garden to grow the snail farms, to start your snail farming. So yeah, snail farming is less expensive to start and it's easy to start and it produces higher returns. In terms of market availability, there's market for snail farming, like crazy market for it. In the sense that, let me use Accra for example, and for those watching in the diaspora in other countries or in the Philippines or somewhere, Accra is like the capital city of Ghana, and it's like most farms are not done here in Accra. They are always done outside Accra, and farmers bring it indoors. And when they are being brought into Ghana or into Accra, it's very very expensive to start to buy them on the market. Can you imagine a jumbo size of snail could cost you 8 cedis to 10 cedis on the market? That's how expensive snails are. It's interesting. One of the most profitable forms of farming that you can find to start with, and it produces like the best returns. Like imagine, even if they take a year for you to get to the jumbo size, when they lay eggs are a lot. They can lay 500,000 eggs per like one snail. And you can imagine the return that you make from it. You get a lot, able to get them to sell on the market, and you make most returns from it. So yeah, snail farming is definitely one of the most profitable forms of farming that you can start with. The fourth one on the list will be pig farming. So one interesting bit about pig farming is the most consumed meat in the world currently is pork. You can just go on Google, just type most consumed meat in the world, and that's how you get is pork. Like pork is one of the most consumed meats that you can ever find. People refer to piggery as the seeds, like seeds of gold. That should show you how profitable it is and how lucrative it is. Like getting or buying a pork or buying a pig itself is no joke. It's quite expensive to get to buy, and most people consume it. People eat it with chops, like with yam chips and a whole of those things, and it's very nice too because it's a nice delicacy. So yeah, everyone seems to like it, even though there are some religious diversifications when it comes to the consumption of pork. It's proven as one of the most profitable and one of the most consumed. So in terms of market, yes, we eating that pork day in day out. So there's already market for it. So when you put some money into it that you're doing, you make a lot of returns from it. It also has its own ways of going about it, how to venture into it, and at least how to go about your own pig farm. I have a video of that. I've done a video of that. I'm also looking forward to have another video on pig farming. So you guys should anticipate that video. But I'll link my previous video on pig farming so you can check it out. So the link will be up there for you to watch. Yes, the final one I would like to talk about will be okra farming. So like okra farms are like, how do I put it? It's very lucrative in the sense that yes, the turnout like around time for okra is like 2 months, 60 days. Okra has a very short duration. You plant them, you are able to harvest within 2 months. They are matured around that time. And if you have an okra tree too, they are able to produce okra for you for like 10 to 12 weeks. And okra is very expensive. Now currently in the Ghanaian market, you go to the market, you can buy okra. A finger of okra costs like a cedi. So you can imagine how expensive it is having like a 5 acre or a big acre of okra and you're selling these things on the market. Okra is expensive, especially in the dry season. So it's expensive in the dry season because in the dry season, okra requires a lot of water for it to grow. That's one thing. In the dry season, coming by water is quite difficult. So the supply of okra on the market is quite limited. You get it? And the higher the demand for it, when the demand is more and the supply is limited, the prices of it go high. So most farmers make it a point, which is not a good thing, but business-wise, yeah, you have no option. They hoard the okra during the rainy season for it to be sold in the dry season. In the dry season, because when they sell it in the dry season, they can make more money from it. That's what most farmers do, basically. So yeah, okra is very expensive and one of the most lucrative forms of farming that you can find yourself in if you are doing it. Turnaround time, as I said, is very short. It takes a duration of 2 months or 60 days for it to mature. The plants can produce you lots of okra for like 10 to 12 weeks. And I have a video on okra farming as well. So I also link that in up there so you can check it out. It's very educative. It shows you how to go about it. If you have an acre of okra and you intend planting okra, like there's the interval of planting, like detailed information on it. So you can also get to learn about it. So I also link the video up so you can check it out. So yeah, that will bring that closes the video today. Let me know among these forms of farming that I've mentioned, from cocoa, poultry, pig farming, snail farming, then okra farming. Let me know which one that you would opt to do based on the video. Let me know the knowledge you've had about growing some of these. If you do some yourself, you can share some personal knowledge with us so we can all learn in the comment section. Yeah. Catch you in the next one. So make sure you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Another interesting fact is it's called starting to subscribe. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you like the video. And if it's your first time seeing me, my name is Charles Entry. I'm a tax consultant and I'm passionate about farming. So yeah, let's talk about farming in Ghana. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.